This is a video on Plumeria grafting. First thing you gotta do is use some rubbing alcohol. I cut little pieces of paper towel. So this is India. I'm gonna graft this onto a no-name pink variety. I got you want to match the width. Then you sanitize the area where you're going to cut. I use an old chef's knife. Then I got this block as my template. Okay. Now after that cut, you gotta sanitize your knife. Okay. And then do some more rubbing alcohol on your graft. Okay. Okay. I'll check and see if these match up. Almost perfect. I'm going to cut a little bit more of the slant so it matches perfect. You know, the one important thing is you want the white sap pouring out, and there's not as much white sap on this cut right here. There's white sap on this one. I think I'm going to do another cut. See if I can get some more white sap. That's a little better. Just about perfect. Okay, so now I take a zip tie and this is just to hold it in place while I tape it. Okay, now adjust it so it's perfect where you want it. Okay. Now I learned from David Mora, I believe his name is, on YouTube, to use this offsite flexi fix. It's like medical tape, clear, see-through. You do 2 layers of it. So I got the zip tie holding the graft perfectly where I want it. And now I'm going to go around with the tape. This isn't the easiest tape to work with. Kind of want to stretch it as you go around. So you pull the graft together tightly. Keep going around. Okay. Squeeze it all tight. Now, use some wire snips to take the zip tie off. Okay. Now I come with the next layer. Like I said, this tape is a little tricky to work with. Now you want to overlap the lower portion of tape. Come around and stretch it. There you go. Okay. Yeah, let me show you a little closer what that looks like. There we go. It's a slant cut, about 2 inches long. There you go. Okay, now I'm going to go around with electrical tape. Now, the other guy on YouTube, David, he was using this stretchy green gardening tape. And I used that also, but it seemed to, I got some water or moisture was getting in there. And several of my grafts failed. And I did start my grafts quite early. I'm in Southern California, Orange County, and I started like February 20th, and it was still cold and there was still rain, so that's pretty much why my grafts failed. I was also using this drywall tool that he uses to do the V graft, which this works really well too. But I was doing V grafts on branches that were horizontal, and they were too long and they were falling down and separating. I found out if you're going to be doing V grafts, you should do it on vertical branches because the weight of the graft holds the V together sitting down. And I saw other people on the internet use electrical tape, and it's really cheap and it's very waterproof and it holds the graft together really tight. So I start a little bit lower than the tape. And you can really stretch this. This graft, India, I got from Maui Plumeria Gardens. Doug, the owner, great guy, he always sends you mystery cuttings with your cuttings. So I got this, my India plant outside's like 4 feet tall, and I probably got 5 cuttings from it this past March. I took some cuttings, and this is one of the cuttings. Okay, now I got the electrical tape on real good. I come back with some zip ties. Now out of about, I did probably 40 grafts so far this year, and I did start them early. I had 20 of them like get stem rot, and 20 survived. I noticed the red varieties and the purple varieties that just have leaves start growing, they didn't have enough white sap production, so that's why they rotted. I haven't had any issues with my whites and my yellow whites. All those grafts are successful. Um, so yeah, I put 2 of these on. You leave these on for a month. Leave a little bit extra so you can tighten it, because they'll loosen up. You can snug them up in a few weeks. Then I put a Ziploc bag over it, and I poke holes in the Ziploc bag. And if it's going to be in the sun, you want to put a brown bag over the Ziploc bag so the graft doesn't dry out. But since this is a smaller plant, I can just keep it in indirect sunlight for a few weeks. And this India actually has an inflow, so this will be flowering. Thanks for watching.